Vanakkam. Welcome to this course on classics in neuroscience. We have been looking at the developments in neuropsychiatry, specifically the breakthroughs in the field of psychopharmacology. In the previous set of videos, we have been looking at lithium, minor tranquilizers, meprobamate, and we also looked at Librium and Valium. In this video, we will look at stress. Hans Selye was born in Hungary in 1907. He went to Prague for medical school in 1929. From there, he went to Johns Hopkins University. From there, he relocated to Montreal, McGill University. He began his career by studying the growth of bones and calcium metabolism, and then he started a project of injecting organ extracts into animals and observing the effects of different body organs. Experiments on rats showed that if the organism is severely damaged by acute non-specific nocivous or pain causing agents, a typical syndrome appears, the symptoms of which are independent of the nature of the damaging agent or the pharmacological type of the drug employed, or represent a rather general response to damage as such. He described the three stages of this. First is the effect that it has on various organs. It takes a couple of days for this to set. And then there was a swelling of the adrenal cortex and a shift in the anterior pituitary, which he called as the resistance stage, and then there was an exhaustion stage. He called this as a general adaptation syndrome, and during this time he also observed there was a liberation of a large amount of histamine. He found that there were interconnected hormone related pathways, for example the HPA or the hypothalamic pituitary axis. Later in the 1940s or 1949 or so, he replaced the term alarm reaction with the word stress. The original article of 1936 was called as a cornerstone in neuropsychiatry because it led to the study of stress and hormones, particularly the use of corticosteroids on brain function. His work essentially united the world of brain, body and hormones, essentially breaching the Cartesian mind-body connections. Selye was extraordinarily productive. He had 1700 papers and 40 books by the time he died in 1982. He always thought that he deserved the highest recognition for his work on stress, but there were some problems. Specifically, there was the problem of terminological inconsistency. Stress, as per Selye, was rather general, was rather all-encompassing. It was not specific. So, the all-encompassing scale of his conception of stress left it to attack from various dimensions. Right. So, there were a lot of criticisms in the inaccuracies representing the specific aspects of the stress. For example, the nature of stress was always the same regardless of the nature of the stressor. Also, the use of corticosteroids as a panacea, as the all-encompassing solution to stress, was also a little oversold. So, there was healthy skepticism in the field against this. So, this blanket term stress was not liked by the field. So, it was not clear what stress was and what stress was not, for example. A general response can be called as stress. So, something you did not understand can be called as stress. So, this was not liked by the scientific community. So, today modern research on stress is carried out at specific systems, for example, the hypothalamic pituitary axis, limbic system for emotional anxiety, cardiovascular system that underlies hypertension, and so on and so forth. In these cases, it is possible to define stress more specifically and analyze this at a more specific scale that was manageable. This is a reference to the Delay and Deniker article that we discussed in one of the previous videos. With this, we come to the end of this video. In this video, we looked at stress and the definition and the response to that definition given by Selye. Thank you for your attention.